Hey, what's up guys? This is Negative. This video is about how to get on platforms quickly with Mewtwo. Now, I'm not a Mewtwo main. I play Ganon, I play Marth, but I have a good friend who plays Mewtwo. So this video is primarily for him and anyone else who's also interested in learning a few things about the character. So here we've got a setup. Mewtwo's hanging out here, and we're going to do a no impact land. So I've got a recording set up here. You're going to see we're going to teleport on frame 1. And we're going to teleport above the platform. We're not going to go directly onto the platform. That would give us special landing lag, which is about 20 frames of lag. That's no good. Instead, we're going to teleport slightly above the platform to where when we're falling to the platform, here I just landed, we didn't have enough time falling to accelerate enough in the downward direction to where when we landed, there was an impact. So Mewtwo just landed, and there are no clouds at his feet, right? There was no impact, therefore it's a no impact land. And on this frame, we are now actionable. So on the next frame, I can do something. So frame 35 actionable, I popped shield on frame 36. Great. So we're going to remember that, right? Popping shield on frame 36, and then from there I went into a grab. So this is a very powerful technique. You can move around very quickly, and when you have them all set up, you can just start teleporting around all the platforms like crazy. It's really cool, and it really pushes the height of technicality for what Mewtwo can do, right? But it's not going to be consistent on a GameCube controller. If you are on a GameCube controller, you can do no impact lands from the side platform. There we go. So that's pretty consistent to go from the edge to the side platform, but it's not going to be consistent unless you have notches to get you from the ground up to the side platform or the side platform to the top platform. So in that case, we're going to want to use the Smashbox, right? And I want to just say one thing is that there's a different amount of distance to go from the side to the bottom to the side and the side to the top. So you're going to require different angles for all those things, different modifiers that you press on your Smashbox. So really, every single stage is going to need an angle set up for the ledge to the side and the side to the top. And so you need like roughly 3 different angle modifiers per stage. And then, you know, for all the different stages that have platforms, there's a lot of buttons and angles that you have to remember. And so once you've got it on lock, that's great, but you've got to definitely, you know, put the time into to memorize that stuff. But this video really isn't about no impact landing. I wanted to talk about other options because it's not always the most optimal thing to be doing no impact land, right? As we can see, I can no impact land roughly from about here to about here. And the reasons why I can't do it in the other ranges are when I'm going to go from about if I'm closer, like I'm about here, then I'm going to end up going past the platform when I do my teleport. And similarly, if I'm going past around here, then I'm going to end up like falling past the platform like that with my teleport. So from around here to here, we're going to want to like dash into our teleport. So you can just dash and then do your teleport here, right? And that works. Something like that, right? I'm on a GameCube controller right now, so I don't have angles set up on my Smashbox for Mewtwo, so I'm not really going to demonstrate it here, but that's the idea, right? You can just dash, and then once you get in range, you can do it. But that's good for this range out here, but most of the time, unless we smacked our opponent onto the platform and then we want to quickly follow them up onto the plat, right? This isn't going to be useful to have no impact lands over here, right? Because a lot of the time, if we're on offense, we're going to be around this point right here to this point right here. We're going to be in this middle range, right? We're just in the mid range. So what can we do in the mid range? Because no impact land is not an option. Well, the most common thing that people do is they just wave land on plat, right? This is the most common option. So what you don't want to do it too early to where you're below plat, right? So you want to get up onto the plat. I've got a recording here set up. We'll just play that real quick. Let's see. So here, right, wave land on the plat, and we'll see that we're going to jump. We have to pass all the way through the platform, and now we're high enough to where when we wave land downward, we'll land on the plat. So from here, we're going to undergo 4 frames of, or actually more than 4 frames of landing lag because we're on a wave dash. And then we can pop shield. Well, we're popping shield on frame 32. So remember, our no impact land was on frame 36 popping shield. So this is 4 frames faster than a no impact land. As long as you're within range to do a wave land, it's better than doing a no impact land. So it looks like this. And you know, it's pretty fast. Like the no impact land was really fast because it covered a lot of distance and got on the platform quickly. This one's a little, it's kind of slow. Like, you know, we're not covering as much distance. We just have a lot of extra time between, you know, jumping and getting onto the platform to do stuff. So it's still pretty decent, but it's not really as fast as it could be. So the question is, you know, what can we do that's faster? Well, let's take a look. So this is the technique, all right? You're going to do a full hop, and when Mewtwo's ears pass through the bottom of the platform, this is when we start our up air. And what's going to happen is we're going to go from this position here, below the platform still, and instead of having to wait till Mewtwo's passed entirely through the platform, we're just going to instantly land. So before this, like at this frame or before, we have 7 frames to do our L cancel. We're going to press L after we started our up air, right? Now we're going to land, and it's going to L cancel. And Mewtwo's going to do like a little pogo thing where he springs backwards on his tail and then springs back forward again. And then from here, we can pop shield on frame 28, all right? That means we're actionable on frame 27. It's 4 frames faster than doing a wave land, which is, that's considerable. So it's 4 frames faster than the wave land. It's 8 frames faster than the no impact land. And it's a lot faster to get on this platform. So this is what it looks like. It's a great tool. But, you know, that's great. You know, we're directly below him. But we wanted to cover, you know, we wanted to cover this whole range up to around here. So is it effective at that range? So the answer is yes. We can go from roughly mid, and we can get onto the plat, right? And we still pop shield on 28. So that's great. If you were already dashing and you had momentum, you could go from even further. If you weren't dashing, obviously you're going to eat a few frames to get you that extra distance. So this one's not going to be frame 28 because I spent, you know, time dashing before I jumped. But you can see I started jumping here at the middle of battlefield. So this would be, if you counted this as frame 0, or frame 1, I should say, then you'd still be popping shield on frame 28. But the nice part about this technique is that when you land, you'll see that the momentum from the dash or the aerial movement carries over. So as you've L canceled and you're recovering, you're sliding, see? And then even as you perform the grab, you'll see Mewtwo's feet still slide forward right here. Sliding, 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 grab. So it's almost like a jump cancel grab where your momentum, you know, is you continue your momentum and slide into the grab. So it's kind of nice. You're able to extend your range just a little bit further, and you wouldn't have that off of a no impact land. If you did a no impact land here, when you land, there's no sliding. So at that point, if you're outside of grab range or outside of the range of whatever hitbox you want to use, then it's going to miss. So it's kind of nice to have this option. And more importantly, if you're a GameCube user, you don't have no impact lands at your disposal, right, from this position. So this is still an option for you. You can do, you know, the double jump into, you know, the platform warp, L canceled up air. And it's really fast way to get on platform with Mewtwo. So I'm just going to play it a few more times. Here's it from mid-range. So I haven't really seen Mewtwo's using this technique. Hopefully it's useful to you guys. And last but not least, I wanted to include one more thing. So this is for my buddy Yartar, in case he didn't know this. You can actually let go of the ledge and do a you can do a teleport no impact land onto the stage. Not up to the platform, but onto the stage. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully you dug the video, and I'll see you in a future installment. Peace.